Hello everybody, at long last we can finally show you a new video. We know that we delayed it a little bit because we've been very busy with the game's development. We've got so much to show you now. We are happy to show you the Reforged spellbook. It took the combined efforts of digital artists and 3D modelers to redraw the icons and create all the majestic parts of the Palantir. And seeing the result, it was totally worth the struggle. Currently, we have two versions of the Palantir. The first one is a classic color variation seen in the movie trilogy, and the second one is a majestic mix of smoke, flames, and darkness. Most likely, this is not the final version, as we will be improving the visual appearance of the spellbook. Now, it's time to talk about the spells themselves. As you can see, we didn't remove many of Isengard's beloved spells, because they fit in perfectly. However, the spellbook has still seen some changes. The dragons are not connected to Isengard in any way, just like the Watcher. That's why we spend a great deal of time thinking of potential replacements. We went over everything Saruman used in the war against Rohan, and we stumbled upon the sinister machines of Isengard that spew fire and smoke. These machines were used against the Ents of Fangorn. Here is the extract from the book.
When Saruman was safe back in Orthanc, it was not long before he set some of his precious machinery to work. By that time there were many Ents inside Isengard. Some had followed Quickbeam, and others had burst in from the north and east. They were roaming about and doing a great deal of damage. Suddenly up came fires and foul fumes. The vents and shafts all over the plain began to spout and belch. Several of the Ents got scorched and blistered. One of them, Beachbone I think he was called, a very tall, handsome Ent, got caught in a spray of some liquid fire and burned like a torch. A horrible sight.
The other spell that replaced the dragon is the Lightning Storm. The concept of this spell is well known to everybody who watched the movies. Don't worry, we've taken Saruman's spells and the capabilities of the Isengard fortress into account when making this power. It is unique. Let the third new spell of the spellbook remain a mystery until you use it yourselves in the game. Who knows, perhaps someone will guess what it's all about beforehand. Now, about Skirmish. We were surprised at how many people left comments about Skirmish. Many are worried, however we want to reassure everyone a little bit. Firstly, most of the work we're doing is also necessary for single player. Think of interfaces, models, animations, effects, etc. We're making these for multiplayer and single player. Secondly, we're not against making single player. We're merely making the multiplayer first. But later on, it'll be great to make a campaign and a skirmish mode. One commenter noted that single player is a path to multiplayer for many. And that's true. We want to make single player, but multiplayer comes first. Besides, we accepted a new programmer recently whose main interest is to develop the AI for single player. Let's see what he can do, shall we? Moving on. A lot of your comments were about upgrades. Many agree that the Battle for Middle-earth armor upgrade system is completely out of date. A mere yellowing of the textures can hardly be called putting on heavy armor. That's why we decided to take radical measures to change the upgrades. We want to make two distinctive visual appearances for each unit that can be upgraded with heavy armor. The unit will leave the barracks in lighter armor, chainmail or leather, but once upgraded, helmets and armor plates will appear instantly. Making the visual differences distinguishable and fitting in the style of Middle-earth is crucial and quite a challenge, but we think we can handle it. Apart from that, we're going to add new elements to the gameplay interface that will indicate if units are upgraded, what characteristics they possess, and perhaps we will even make an inventory system for heroes, though we can't and don't promise that. At the moment, that's just an idea. Now, Battle for Middle-earth Reforged has a new forum. We saw the comments about the weak website support as people wanted more active interaction with the developers of Reforged. All true. The website was not kept up to date and the forum was horrible, but now we're about to start a new forum that can be easily accessed from both computers and mobile devices and is very, very fast. We invite everyone who wants to take part in polls or start a conversation about what they'd like to see in the new game to come join us on the forums. Besides, the new forums will be a place where news, art and screenshots will be published regularly. The link to the new forum is below in the video description. Now, as a last little tidbit of news, we are in touch with some of the best players of Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2, and with their help we want to make new and balanced maps. We've recreated the 1v1 Pro Battles classic, the Fords of Isen. Our level designers tried to keep the best bits of the classic map while greatly improving the environment. Thank you to everybody for watching our video. Thanks to all donators who make this project possible, and to everyone showing us moral support. It's a project fueled by our passion. Seeing your passion about this project is a huge show of support from you guys. By the way, the last video we released was followed up by so many of you guys offering to help us with localization. Thank you to all willing to help. We couldn't reply to all of you, but we can assure you we will remember you for when the time comes. And what is more, we will be gathering all the information on the forum in a very convenient and structured way, so we won't forget anyone who offered us their help. Leave your opinions and questions in the comments below. Leave us a like to help share this video around, and subscribe to keep up to date with our new releases. Reforged team, out.